You know the story. A star player signs for a huge new club, scores on his debut. It's the perfect script. But for Marcus Rashford at Barcelona, there's a huge glitch in the system. A problem that could actually stop his season before it even gets started. So what's really going on here? I mean, from the second he landed, Rashford was saying all the right stuff. He gets unveiled and tells the press it already feels like home. You can't ask for a better start, right? That's exactly how you win over a new fan base. And look, let's be clear. This is a huge deal. We're talking about a top forward leaving Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs on the planet, for another giant in FC Barcelona. I mean, the expectations are through the roof. So yeah, this is a whole new chapter for the 27-year-old. He'd been on the sidelines a bit at United, so this loan deal in late July was all about getting a fresh start, a chance to really prove himself on one of the biggest stages in football. And boy, did he start to shine. His first goal came right at the end of Barca's preseason tour in Asia. They were playing a final friendly against Daegu FC over in South Korea. And let's just say, it was a bit of a mismatch. Okay, so the final score. A dominant 5-0 win for Barcelona. Just a complete rout. It really showed the huge difference in quality between the two sides. But honestly, that 5-0 score doesn't even paint the full picture. This number right here, 0, that's the real story. That is the total number of shots on goal Daegu FC had. The entire game, not a single one. That's what you call total absolute dominance. And with that win, Barcelona's goal count for their 3-game Asia tour hit a whopping 15. Hansi Flick's squad was basically sending a message to everyone. Our attack is ready, it's firing on all cylinders, and we are ready for the season. But really, the biggest takeaway from that game wasn't the score. It was the moment every Barca fan and probably every football fan was waiting for. And that was seeing Marcus Rashford finally get his first goal in that iconic Barcelona jersey. So let's break it down. Rashford comes on as a sub at halftime. This is his third appearance for the club. Then, around the 65th minute, Eric Garcia feeds him the ball, and he drills it home from the edge of the box. Goal. But what was interesting was the celebration. It was pretty muted. Just a simple nod to his teammates. It was almost like he was saying, yeah, this is nice, but it's not the real deal. So you've got the first goal, a massive 5-0 win. It looks like the perfect end to a perfect preseason tour, right? On the surface, everything seems absolutely golden for Rashford and Barcelona. But behind the curtain, things are a lot more complicated. Yeah, because for all the success they're having on the pitch, there's this big looming problem happening off the pitch. It's an administrative thing, sure, but it's an absolutely critical one. And it all comes down to this one simple but massive question. He's scored in a friendly, he's looking sharp, he says he feels at home, but can he actually get on the field when the games really matter? And there it is. That's the problem. For all the goals in preseason, Marcus Rashford has not been officially registered to play in La Liga. He can tear it up in friendlies all day long, but as of right now, he is completely ineligible for a competitive match. Now, if you're not super familiar with how this works, La Liga registration isn't just, filling out some forms. It's this whole process that's tied to the league's incredibly strict financial rules. A club literally has to prove it has the money to pay its players' salaries before the league will let them play. And, well, this is a hurdle Barcelona has definitely stumbled over before. And get this, it's not just a Rashford problem. The other new guy, Joan Garcia, he's in the exact same boat. Still waiting, still unregistered. So this points to a much bigger club-wide issue that Barcelona's front office has to fix. And they need to fix it fast. For his part, Rashford is playing it cool in public. He's basically putting the responsibility right where it belongs, with the club. When asked, he just says, look, I'm confident it'll happen. My job is to focus on training and be ready for the season. He's doing his part. Now it's on Barca to do theirs. And that's the whole thing, isn't it? While he's focused on getting fit, the actual season is just creeping closer and closer. The clock is seriously ticking for the folks in Barcelona's main office. And if you look at the calendar, you can see just how tight the squeeze is. They've got one last friendly on August 10th. But the real D-Day, the one that truly matters, is August 16th. That's their La Liga season opener away to Mallorca. And it's simple.
If he's not registered by then, he can't be on the team sheet. He just can't play.
So all of this leaves us right back where we started, with the one big question. We know Marcus Rashford can score goals for Barcelona. He's already done it. But after all the hype, all the excitement, all the promise of that first goal, is he even going to be allowed on the pitch when it actually counts?